Y'all, I made it to month 4 of my locks. Never would I. We're not gonna do that. What up, y'all? This is Simone, Keelah, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome to the party. It's lit here, y'all. Here we talk about all things growth, from locks to leadership to love and everything in between. Today, I am giving you guys a 4-month update on what's happening with my locks. I'm going to share with you what's going on, what's coming up for me, which is not drastically different than month 3, but I'm just going to kind of focus in a different place today. And I'm also going to take you guys through kind of what my go-to hairstyles are when I am in need of a retwist, like I am right now. And that's because, like, in my last video and like probably all my lock videos, I'm starting to notice this trend of me recording when it's like on and pop and I just got the retwist, like, and y'all, that's not reality. Like, most of lock life is not fresh retwist. My truth, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you guys today, what is going on under here. We'll show you that as well. Again, kind of my go-to hairstyles so I can keep it right and keep it tight between retwist. So yeah, what's coming up for me? The first thing is frizz. Baby, frizz. Like, frizz. Wake up with frizz, like frizz throughout the day, even after I like lay my hair for a little bit, there's some more frizz, like all that. Like, that is why I've started to use scarves again very often. Before, I felt like I was using them because like my babies were just so skinny, but now it's just to combat the frizz. So that, I mean, I knew that it would happen, especially around month 4 or 5, and that's the reality of it, right? Like, you just grow a healthy relationship with your frizz. The next thing I would say is that my ends are starting to seal more. That's definitely something that is apparent, is noticeable, are the sealing of the ends. And I'm kind of sad at times because I quickly see, you know, some of my curlies just disappearing, the curly ends. And although, and I've said this before, like, it's very tempting to want to keep my ends unraveled and have that look going on. I just know if my ends are starting to tangle in knots at month 4, then it would be a process to try to keep them up. Like a continue, like, all right, let's deep condition, let's like comb these bad boys. Like, I don't think that that is my reality. I'm also starting to see like the fairy knots a little bit more, and I wouldn't say there are a lot of them. I've just seen a couple. And from what I understand, for those, it's best to not just cut them out of your hair. And if you pull on them and there's elasticity there, or that it bounces back up, then you're cool to keep them. If not, that kind of just points to maybe you had more damaged hair before you started locking up. So for the most part, I would say, I mean, I haven't experienced otherwise. If I try to pull on the couple of fairy knots that I've seen, they are rough and tough. They're in it to win it. They are not coming down. So I believe that my hair, for even before these locks, with the locks, everything is very healthy currently. Not always in my life, but currently healthy. So, it's just one of those things that are going to occur with locks. You're going to see some of these kind of like looser ends, and it's all just points to the fact that your hair is starting to knot. It's knotting, and everything that I've been seeing for the past couple of months budding. So the budding's not necessarily new, but the lock itself, I think as a whole, is just, there's just more knotting going on through the length of the lock at this point, including the ends, which are sealing. So the sealing is happening, particularly at like the back of my hair, and then probably a little bit less around the front. And the third thing I'd say is that I am feeling more and more like this is a part of my spiritual journey, which feels kind of deep, but like, hear me out here, y'all. I had been doing a lot of the self-care work and everything for the past couple of years. And right before, the year before I got locks, I made a huge leap of faith. And I left my 6-figure job in corporate America to figure out what life on my own looks like. And it took a lot. It took a lot for me to actually finally get there, a lot of months of deliberation and everything like that. And so to get there, I was again doing the work to be spiritually centered. And I had known again for a while that like locks would be a thing at some point in my life. So by the time I actually got it, I was already on this kind of new chapter of my life. And so there's a big part of me that feels that my locks are accompanying me on this new chapter. And I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna look back in 10 years and this decade, these, 10 years are gonna be so rich and full. And my locks are going to mirror the journey that I'm on personally, professionally, right? As they get longer and fuller, like that's my life blooming as well. And I know that sounds so deep, and I'm a little bit hesitant to put that much power in my hair. But I'm really getting at the fact that like I feel like there's an energetic shift, right? And everything is energy, so I'm embracing that, and I can't help but think that the locks are just kind of like, yeah, they're part of it for me. With that being said, I am going to get into these different hairstyles that I've been, doing to keep things together between Retwist. And wait, hold on, yeah. Before I do, what's happening? Like, I pulled down my baby hairs and already, you guys. Let me spray some water on this so you guys can see what's happening a little bit more. So quick note as I do this really weird dance, guys, make sure that you're not keeping any of these hairstyles in for too long, too many days. Think of them as quick things that you can do for outings if you're out for a few hours, but you just want to be mindful of how much manipulation that you're doing to your hair, especially in this phase. All right, y'all, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable or entertaining, or you are just a good, kind person, go ahead and press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with the friends. And I will see you in the next video.